And the world continues to react to that very huge debate. Millions of people tuned in to just watch that very first debate between Republican Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. And of course, that is the discussion I will be having currently, or at this hour, with Abel Oyeyo, who is a researcher for the Center for African Progress. So very good afternoon. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much.
And we continue to get reactions about that particular debate. I'll just start off with, what do you think? Who trumped who?
Now, just like it was expected, Clinton did very well, like very, very well. Given what happened a few days ago when she had some kind of medical problem, she came out and held her own, and she actually beat expectations. And in terms of issues, she beat Trump so badly. Talk about the economy, talk about jobs, talk about race. She did very well. And I think nothing has changed. She's expected to win, and she came out as a winner in the debates. I think that is some kind of universal agreement. She beat Trump.
How would this particular debate affect how the campaigns are being run in the United States, the response of the citizenry?
Okay, this particular one, because of what people expected from Trump, has actually assisted him because he was able to avoid the kind of mistakes he's been making in the past. He was close to being...
it was a win for him, somehow.
He was close to being presidential. He's been given a very low bar. So he came out as being someone who is a bit composed and calm. As much as, of course, he kept on interrupting Clinton, he did his best, but he lost. That is the thing. He lost. So the dynamics remain the same. Clinton is ahead, and she's likely to maintain that kind of lead, and she will win come November.
Has she covered what she'd lost between the time when she was sick and her numbers went down to now? Do you think the debate and her performance at that particular debate would help her cover those numbers she'd lost?
Exactly. That's what it's going to happen. Now, the strong performance sent her message. She's not sick. She's strong, and she has a very strong grasp of the issues. So we should expect her to recover. Now, we're talking about a difference of around 2 points. So that is likely to go back to like 6 or 7. By the time we do the math, yes, it's likely to go back to like 6, 7 points. She's going to be very strong, and she's going back to our earlier post-convention
But then
numbers.
What would this mean for Donald Trump?
It simply means he has to work hard, but I don't think the numbers will change much. And he should be ready, of course, to lose. There's that call that has to be made come November. He has to be gracious, and he has to call the president-elect, who will be Clinton. And
It is 41 days to the November 8th elections, and immediately after this debate, Donald Trump continued on his campaign trail. We saw him in Florida saying he would come out stronger in the next debate and things like that. Of course, said he was pro-issues, serious issues that the citizenry wants. But now with 41 days, what is ahead for this? What lays ahead for these two candidates and their parties?
Now, apart from something very big, an international, like a terrorist attack, which can, of course, change the dynamics of the race, it's likely to remain the same. Trump has not released his taxes as we speak today. So it will keep on coming up again and again and again. Trump has a history of racism. It will keep on coming up again and again and again. Now, the utterances he made in the course of the nomination process against Hispanics will still come to haunt him. So 41 days will not change anything. And you can expect the Democrats to keep on talking about the negative things of Trump again and again and again. And that is likely to actually mobilize Democrats and other liberals to go and vote. Of course, we have third-party candidates like Jill Stein and Johnson, but I don't think it will matter much. Yes.
But looking at, I will just take you quite back to the debate, some of the issues that were discussed, and of course some things went personal between the two, which was expected.
Exactly.
Looking at how Hillary performed and looking at how Trump performed, both have their people, both have diehards from their sides, and you say that nothing would change much in this dynamics. But currently, what is that group of people that these two need to convince to be on their side to get sort of an assurance that they can get this, they can get to the White House?
Now, when we talk about the core supporters, those ones are already in the bag for each candidate.
Yes, and they're comfortable with it.
Yes. So when we talk about now the independents, the guys who can move to either side, the number is very small. Now, over time, like a period of like 50 years, the American electorate has been shifting to the left. So talk about immigrants who come from Mexico and other places. When they get to the US, they actually become Democrats. So the Democrats are larger, they're bigger in terms of percentage. So the independents who Trump needs to win are not impressed, because when it comes to issues like jobs and talk about handling immigration, it doesn't have a clear plan of tackling that. So when it was being pressed, he was not saying anything. He was simply trying to shift blame again and again and again. So I don't think he has a chance of winning independents more than Clinton. In fact, Clinton is more likely to win independents too.
But he's warming up. He's toned down the rhetoric. He's warming up to people. Would this work for him?
No, it won't work, again, because of the behavior of American campaigns. When you keep quiet, what you said 10 years ago is played up again and again.
Yeah, we remind you.
Yes. So that is likely to keep the dynamics the same, and then Trump will be the same bigot. That is how they call it.
Yes,
Because of his utterances and all that. And they've been digging a lot of stuff from his history, whereby he has a history of not employing black people, sometimes even Hispanics.
Insulting women that caught him by surprise.
Yes, it's all documented. It's going to be played again and again, and then, it won't change anything. Independents will shift to Clinton. In fact, after the nominations, there are so many Republicans who decided to shift to Clinton. People who've never voted Democrats in their lives decided to shift because the nomination was won by Trump, who they consider someone who cannot be elected American president.
All right, Abel, I would love to continue this discussion, but I'm told we do not have much time. Thank you very much for coming in. Abel is a researcher with the Center for African Progress. We're just taking a look at how the U.S. campaigns are ongoing with just 41 days to the November 8th poll. And here is where you get all the updates on what is happening in the country and beyond here on KTN News. Many thanks for joining us. Up next,